na chese bibi adana kwama eboa na yede agude mu semaba ababewura metimera ma so onim no yetima akusise no no bebo e dia pa mu na pj mu na de aka ato aso etimera ma Fakye TV on Facebook unsato so a oba like wa share weja comment no receive no ma baba be kenkan etimi e dia ma Fakye TV on YouTube o akonya so no oba wo modern na wetimi e de wadwenche no afa on sato so a wa subscribe ni kama pe dia me na dani di nyina ensama wodo na eramu so no etimi erema yeba agudie mu nsem na eba be ram etimi e dia ma no ne nkomo beba nyambo china UEFA Champions League no yebo modern playoff matches no return encounter no etimi atodwane Barcelona gina kono La Liga no omobo modern acclusi gap sene bisi akọ Luther King the latest update no ebeba na fidema yere mpemfa wodo na be di nkomo ewo fie na afisem no eramu kama pe dia ma sere dani de nyine transia ye kan erecho no obetimi ero text message na ba in a form of SMS and asimpo no on WhatsApp now I record video no e ma 30 seconds number is 020 7543637 020-7543637 na yakin kind kama pe di amana o ye video na ba e ma 30 seconds midini ABOU DIABY obeti Luther King kan Habib Mohammed special one apono enwie pe na so ni na no Ricardo Virus and afi dimension omo nyina be kan bom na jumadi ni etimera bro producers no ye wo executive Ibenas and afi no so enanche Gilbert kan bi ena yima omo nyina e boy chidoma e bo amane ma de ye pe etimera mam tie de ho ye koba pe Fakye Sport ye to aso na ma no nkomo ato aso amamo Makwa jemere ba jumadi kese no so still o akwanya so bebo mode na wetimi ajoin na aboa na ne ma deda di petimi era mama no nkomo na eba na sere medi kankan ye no ma message ne mra na emra mewram ye be na yakenkan etimi edi ama na aboa na bibi ada dizanze jumadi no ye ne moa na edi 020 754 3637 020 754-3637 na boa na bibibia adeda yetimera ma betimera aba in a form of a short video man in 30 seconds obetim di aba SMS obetim di aba WhatsApp line so on Facebook em receive no meba na maba be kinkan messages ni bi o na mom no Facebook on sato so a oba like uja comment no wa share na jumadi kese a dani de nyina de ba no unianso enye biare na nema akuyera mon YouTube Fakye TV onso no obo modern na onsa etoso a na chese wetimi subscribe ne kama pa na nema adadiera ma etima meko me manaba yewura na afi amanone nkomo ato aso etimera ma Luther King na bibi aboko de
oh kwaku nyame adom international ABOU DIABY
And also your Jordan.
And then that was an chassis.
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Miwo game be. Me pese obuame. Na yemu game ni din.
Oh, okay.
Come patch of photos mami. Sport bi. Na me pesa game nanka na sa sport me pedi din ankasa. My encha magazine for Pimo sister Joyce. Ice King Kira so ya. Yeso ma group yo pa omo twen ya omo sen hwe ye. Kramo on game na da so no. Kwakusu am.
My game.
Your friend say.
Na game we there. The way we need more sense we try bottle na e to bi so ana wa be den.
Yeah, the tires, on the tires and so on komo.
Oh, okay.
Wa he on wine. Ti we be show so no. Ti obi e be so time wa twe na bo on sha tade so. The only game we din bia on send my.
That's all try de na we be to so no. Tie ni bomu. Na ya twe na bomu.
Nipa dodo na obi a be so mu. O twe na bo pa bia be twe he. De ko hwe msuni so ho. Me pe game we din. On Facebook no. We game we din be on fama ye.
Na say obodi ni nyina say yo.
We so feel from pe wasem na da bia ye wan ne be hwe so dia wo. Na kwa we do wu. I try so be 3 times.
E no enya to so a. Omo ani omo pri ni nyina. Obia be tweta na bo.
Obia be tweta no. Kwam patro me hwe game no.
Enye game papa, enye game papa.
Enye game papa.
Game we enye game papa.
Oh omo so ni jon pa. Me penidin.
They me fa phone.
So we boys are be this agro.
Na game we dey anu edin. Game we dey anu edin. Anu edin.
Uno obi o issue pa. So be si atwi.
Edin. Ke ora oni fire call na bo ho na afie na ho ye kwere bape. Na me nim program manager wa around baronia come the special package bi ma. But ye den me sabe okay omo ma me hwe sa package no na me say package bi a very special was me dem ansa na obekwa ama no ne awako enti me hwe na aba e buy a special package pa dem me say series city no ne we no I was me dem ansa na abekwa awako enti ubetimi e de wadwen chenaba in a form of text message e be kinkan e de amount out the short video about 020754 3637 020 754 Many programs are ready. Mama only a package na ye hwe ne enko enim na bibibia ade da ye kama pay fama. But all guys have on you way. All guys have on you way.
Into my pan. Nipanyo.
What ye kese ma why? What are you kissing? What are you kissing? Okay. That's many that pantine there. Oh, David. Oh, my nice power. Why, JJ?
Picture we want to be timid. Our Jayaba.
I don't
come to be yourself picture.
It's oh, Wabru. Wait, Michelle. My first radio station pa. Almost 5 years no mutua me kanu no. Grace FM. Atebebu. Oh, okay. Okay, it is out for
you. Iso twemfidi atwa ho ahia.
That's how I can come fidie ni we ni bom ah.
Yes, Atebebu. Sata won say presenter uko studio so nya bottle bi bom.
Oh, okay. Then na
but me dey we yesen wo de no.
Oh yeah, sure.
Me dey we yesen.
No. That we dey we ni dey no edi. Na wasa dey you cross a show ti aka ho. A body shirt white. Hey, that week, you know. Only you saw your work out body but so eli pa. What that time they ya the kitwa. We comfort journey on me be Luther King no. Na oze he Grace FM.
Grace FM.
Atebubu. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, but picture na no edin.
No edin.
Me na gini si to bo edwuma ne ade a.
By them so na a picture bi na omo njeje maye.
Oh, say we dey omo njeje. Omo ayi Facebook no
omo njeje ma me
say pictures you have you dey pa la ra.
Kwakumi dey na yesen o.
Kinda bi enya no kre. Oh, picture na no ade o. What dey happen time no kra.
Oh, now so there na so na me kasatia na.
Oh, dey bi ja kasatia bat.
What draw so obi o bo nko fie.
Wa, kin ba ko no so there na ehu sa time no. Ya ba there we come up for a view.
Programs manager.
About the cover.
You dey man no.
Yeah, now we have a problem. They come on. They better also to be a bubble.
Down. Now you're touching it down. Now you're knocking it down. Nya daje jejam yompo won krofo mama so sem na me sha self Germany ni nyina no se wura mo bai mu nchina a Brent Hurricane a Brent so far ni tadua no ejina mu sa bele so oba goals no toto na no wura mo the three lions of England omo national team boss ye friend Thomas Tuchel etimiwura mu wo Germany eno pem Bay Arena na Liverpool eni otima ye friend ba mu nchina de pem so na Thomas Tuchel so okoye owura friend Hurricane na se etiboni mfantu bata enura team friend ba mu nchin omo ntimi amo even one shot on target impo na Basa Hurricane etimi abo shot on target Hurricane enura eyaro sempa ena to woni ni team after say omo travel ni Chabi Alonso team no ekobo 0-0 enu edeba ye jam edamamo na mamimra mo Tottenham Hotspur na me no kase Tottenham Hotspur team no o mai se oba bone oba misunku malewa oba oni suban oba na yase ne de oba ne toago no bema bia de ni sua e match fa ni nyina ne se for 3 months ni net we ne Tottenham Hotspur se o ten fie Premier League a winning game party na ya tenti amano esenu ankatago Manchester United etimi elkoye ama biakoye kama etima team fa ne Tottenham on se Manchester United team no they said that wayamre papa ama so Roma the last time Tottenham etina ono nkasa fie etimi fa win way back 3rd November 2024 Justin Villa bomb 4-1 since then 3 months near Tottenham private and home a winning game na aya den diamano na kwasa kotonchia unsa wo siri unsa umuna sa koto o chawian wanima ebisi basa na enu achire nura around the 16th of February to Tottenham James Maddison adaroma omu atimi asia winisa game no ama beto kama mamma North Korea on say can North Korea omu South Korea ana epim sanura urama Tottenham Manchester United omu game no wo North Korea wuntimi enya bi hwe adea adeso urama North Korea omu supreme leader opanyina ono so hwema bibia etibia kama Edmond North Korea ye friend Kim Jong-un opanyina no wadimraba ese omunebes na South Korea ni team power wom bobo na wa North Korea usube baby so be fit South Korea na bobo na wo North Korea usu kohwe bi enyensi da be trophy akwa entu Korea ma eno a bunch of South Korea we captain man Tottenham Hotspur ye friend son no a bunch of son we mean ni game obon radima Tottenham wo North Korea wunya bi twa ukotwa ne yachiwa ya da bankaba ene yedi begu nsa eno edeba ye jamu aso adema wo dwade no so na Arsenal brante Bukayo Saka oni Juren Timber omuso no eno Arsenal maba wa no ebo game onse Bukayo Saka mdi tuanim esen can come back no na nkese be very successful after Arsenal ko Premier Dubai and Osem se ni pra no asan akobri ama sofa branten won chenchen wa wontimi ensi akan fama Arsenal na no Arsenal mo power no na omo ebo adwuma ama Bukayo Saka odi Julian Timber etumi kwota ko support omo abana lending derby ekosuma Arsenal mo power no ama bibia so ye fine bibia ye jeje tuje enu ediesi ya ye jeje mu adiama mom na abanta no free bench ebe ball 2 goals adma Arsenal Mikel Merino na Mikel Merino eni ebiansa na ubom ni dia na Mikel Arteta eni to adima utibe ball 2 goals no adma Arsenal wasi Mikel told me to use my strength. Mikel Arteta catch so on using a homoden no our box no na ono so no oye player when we say strikers no so we do box no they are no muje na ono so yesa obekọ the right place at the right time am a biaso tmafa at the amano eno at the dom am nya do Liverpool and fama mo eno a Liverpool game no e bana we are Brentford back center back at my Liverpool your friend Ibrahim Konate abante no ono de wose why sise kwa brafo de bia no or training ne tadua no pese gina na na form ejina so anu agabri bano ya no sawura ma na oye training e wo Liverpool so ya o se bia e betuma kama aso edama no enu ede da ye jam na Liverpool nim say me patro so far 21 games unbeaten almost record no omu so omu ayeko omu extend after omu winner omu nyaye no omu de omu unbeaten streak no akokopem 21 enu Liverpool the from Serba na maminya adwuma e Benzema bobology striker na so ya emfa Benzema na ebusa so opanyine yati se opiem Saudi Arabian League ma woni owrefa misunku malewa Ronaldo and pre a golden boot no na dena Benzema bobolo jubeka wasehwe Ronaldo ne de ne ko compete o se druba bia Ronaldo ne guy bia onu da bia no de odwene so so goals no no Benzema no onye scoring of goals na da bia ona tenam anase odi team na mom de ohwe and said the Benny team ebe wini na Ronaldo de ne compete a enye ye enu ensema Benzema de tuga na Saudi Arabian League na o top scorers misunku malewa Ronaldo ogudu bye Ronaldo edikan I was 16 goals and watch the Benzema as well 15 goals and no add dawa ye jam jamamo na Ozil and asim Crawford kam as owura bi the greatest of all time was what Ronaldo at the age of 40 still ogususha goals Ronaldo at the age of 40 was out pro 40 no cra was sent me to recap Ronaldo the greatest of all time on Ozil what Ronaldo siakai or you be a discipline or pe obia where in discipline asem and watch the be Ronaldo a hard work or a hard working player and you some rano adia to try ye jejamu aso adiamamu and no dwedin so Gerard Piqué touch it down ewo Morocco na Morocco no kwa da wura bia ono so wura ma chese o badwuma we streamer Morocco Jefed Miliki na owura no and invite Gerard Piqué ama Gerard Piqué team by na no a opem Morocco o kwa Gambia Ima ye fenom Jadida and Maghreb of first a boy you know Gerard Piqué etimi kotwe bi ma bibia aso etimi ye kama na mamingwa mo Portuguese team ye fenom Boavista at just one day assign 9 free agent players of a free agent of a clubless and Maku 9 and omutimi sign ebi exe Abrante Kusawa assign sa Marco Van Ginkel Osman Kake Sasuna Abrante Sidoni Fonin Sasuna Abrante ye friend Vitali Lastov Steven Victoria Musa Koni and Boli Aribi omunya players just one day etimi sign and we are deba Mami Portugal a Sporting CP Saturday omu game omu boy omu goalkeeper no on goal no mama yemfili ni kakra goalkeeper Rio Silva and on one defender man back pass defender friend Jerry Justy man back passer goalkeeper Rio Silva and the 9 control ball na wakoto 1 pound and then da fache TV so no me patcho on one defender Jerry ama goalkeeper back pass keeper control on one kasa ashen ho ye de sia ye jeja mo aso adama mo ewo dwumade no so and the major European leagues no mienu baso ebo 745 Genua ewo Italy
Obo Venezia game etotwa yadon sam emamon enu achi Roma Barcelona 8 p.m. Basebo Rayo Vallecano enu game enu so ebetimi abaso na game bransam pinedi achire na odum se Samuel Eto ne bane fen Etienne Eto ene team my friend Rayo Vallecano edno aka omo squad no na akoda we this season ne nine ayese ne papa ne nine twa tenamu papa Etienne Eto utwa Rayo Vallecano omo reserve team this season we put 18 goals e o league num our reserve team and the amomo and omo yese bibia ebetimi afa bibia betimi akokama aso ade amomo na Barcelona ne Ansu Fati aka omo squad omo di ebo game no bi ne nyina no se media to anim ase Ansu Fati Hansi data flick as a man another chance a last chance and then commitment in qualities or show no training on into Amotinaka na squad Barcelona edu Romana yo Kubasi and your Pau Kubasi or Pisaso Leandro Bade a squad no Sasuna Rona Daroyo or Mudine Akawakobi Sasuna Abrante Nico Martinez or more Gavin Ferran Torres Pedro Robert Lewandowski as you or more Ansu Fati Rafinha, Sasuna Pablo Torre, Yawo Abante Paul Victor, Lamine Jamal the Darling Boy, Sasuna Danny Omo, Yawo Abante Frank Young, Eric Garcia Shashinin, or Bodro to Buta, Yawo Abante, your friend Gerard Martin, or more Air Squadra, and Hansi Flick, Edwam Elko Pimama Bia, as who at me Kama, and who at Deba, ye jump them on Hansi Flick, and you have so playing match, DIABY. And Abeka at your form match, Yenten Sama, Hansi Flick, Barcelona coach, at the 2 round, after game at 8 p.m. or more ball against Rayo Vallecano. Right here, Shasa no mabe determine be jejamo eso adiamao na mame fanto anim asese unim se wo ye Barcelona supporter na ne game mu kwatwa fom so ama league no akwakoda soro me ba to mo fanto mutrim ese game ni game kuma ni nyina no say the last amabom 45 days enye sa the transfer ban ato so muntimi register a new players I know the door. Ye jejamu. So Ediamo Edumadi so. Now Roma, Mamma for Wentrim, Abra Afcon, we saw Cosono, a Yadesa Morocco, a force Ombema train, a Yaduma, na train a bay Morocco, no, Nina out about 5 air Venus, no, a Yadesa train air coa, a co speed, a co fast, I just all travel transportation be easier. As for Diamo Maya Grant to be beer, at Diamo Obia, Obe Morocco for air Afcon tournament. No, and no air shaya almost fine kama and down our train inside. Now say the train is city a chesampa or the normal guguna kwama normal as far ya de amamo as our 20 so na manumba marriage announcement between so na ugrama player will free Burkina Faso Sinakai Edma young African or Tanzania Jafano Stefani Aziski na Abante were expensive player our Tanzania league trying to 440,000 Kenyan dollars and Omutiano na sebe 630,000 Ghana cedis boss misika watching no na me pacho wa worry na worry and a su proposal here Edma and a girlfriend na wire a fashion designer as for and a desk in swa ye jeja na brant away yes ko Kenyan league no ni modern body covers all ton Kenya a Tanzania league no me pacho Tanzania league no and untino billboards outdoor e what Tanzania nyina no o matimi ni pictures atoto or Baba be worry, I'm a be so ye kama, and you are Baba Aziski, and as on some ye, I'm a be player fine. Yet they are mamma ever 8 million so. Now my fan to him, as a Uram ever Emilia. Good news as well call Mali, as well the Amamo, and then so Mali stadium back almost in 2000 and I said 2002 and as a stadium way, Okomali Omusie, or Marinovator, Amari Dow Stadium. Now, Amari Dow Stadium, no, or more Arinovator, a 15,000 seater capacity. Now, Travi, and Omutimi, Chassa, a Pountima, Emma Stadium, no, a year fair. Now, try Amari Dow Stadium, we say Omo Gym, Stadium Gym, and a Dasono. Now, try a minister's dignities in Panifautua, a Tim Kogramo Mali, a Momo Pass Stadium. Na esuwanina enso kache echasa mpromonya bre omo totonoma no manyina debi league keke e Mali omo se afi football no person koda no nya baby papa etimi siakan na bia kama na Alcra stadium wa omo tennis court ho omo handball field basketball court and a swimming pool enyina so e wo stadium o gym no and e baya mi jaye eso ade kira wa bra yeguso ye jeja mu eso adama e wo eye dwumadie no so ensem pide wo so a ye de ama ene abra future sports no miensa ye twa odwa no Facebook a videos outdoor wa ye jam Facebook eso ade ama okwa abobo nya koma obetwa de akọ no wa twede pa na bia so aye fan eno e de ba ye jeja mu eso ade ama e wo eye dwumadie no so yeguso ejira ma me fanto anim eso ukowrama coach ba kwa ukowrama AFCON no coach say asempa akọ ede amasa coach no coach a na oye former Tanzania coach na obeka AFCON no obepiem pen comment bi kafo etimi ade tabo eto no so o German coach antasem owura ada amrochi ade case ni ekodan eye FIFA cast for ede ababeda cap say me patcho owura no so munta $3,500 emfama no abra onya boni bia na wama FIFA almost 5 African clubs ebe piem FIFA Club World Cup no omo abromo invitational card bi anaso mo invitation bi eso mo MPM on be workshop bi eso America ede amomo na me pa cho de atini uwura mu a omo se clubs basa workshop no ebi Allen ebi Mamlok Sundowns ebi Without AC and Esperance of Tunis omo na eba na omo se workshop be total on the 17th to 19th of March and the total Miami the Baltimore Hotel and the Baltimore Hotel no baby esa workshop no aso ebetuma koso na obia unu sampa workshop no anu odene workshop no baby omo ko no akoba FIFA Club World Cup no anu odene pa me pacho enho enye and a workshop no FIFA edamo mombe bia eso etimi ayakama eno eje dawa ye jeja mu eso edi amama na me patro FIFA Club World Cup no mame emfantu anim se aduru experience for aseye na mame experience for eduru ma soye no me patro enie omoka 5 clubs e be pm FIFA Club World Cup no omoka ho bi na ebo ma so mo so no etimi showcase ni kama na owura bia woye former French international Christian Karimbo eso account bi eno showcase FIFA Club World Cup no man here come na video experience for this FIFA Club World Cup trophy na nkasa etimi aye no ese wani ensa okache hu bi etimi se North Africans no omania bruta omo ehyehyehye noma ededa na kwamu eno ededawa yejeja mu edma na mo me yade nsam na si ma yenwura mu ewo Libya na mo ma me Libya eyesa ago premier for Benghazi International Stadium ene nanka Benghazi International Stadium Libya ene nanka se omo inaugurate ene nanka sa stadium na da so no anka omo renovate wie no omo timi epa hontma then so omo de akose 20th ene omo de akose eno de dawa ye jeja mu edama wa sofa omo de no ma gugugu na kwa mu a omo kyerese no ma ebekoye eso de ama omo eno de dawa ye jeja mu kama eso de ama nemum kwaku ebren ko dem de soro so na no bekaya Ricardo tima ye friend Ali odi betudwa eso ma launch project bi eso omu be 42,000 seater capacity stadium no na sa stadium a omu ebeye na omu age eho university clinic ene na sefo nya no mami sta stadium Ali video no ma sa video ni enfamie na nkrofo mo hwa Fakye TV omo Facebook so enfili kakra and so far said the North Africans no omo si etoto omo no ma na omo si ehyehyɛ no na bibia eso enye kamantimi janso na ensema wodo a ye boaboa no ene awie e wo Fakye TV so abrede Fakye Sports amano ne nsem ede abedown no ye breaking it down attaching it down ajeja mu yompo no ye mfansi e wa ha
Maluta so abono mo de sema odo na remedy amemwa na mo joining on Facebook net ko ye na san about Fakye TV on Facebook on Saturday a oba like wa share na abo na nua so no enye bi ahwe me kwa ba me ba pe ya for a crowd ye be didi nkomo na mo message no manembra say SMS video or the fa bi e be ni akekere ama 020 7543637 020-7543637 na boa na niama deda ye pe da manti ya kwa be ba pe abejefo e ba be transe na de aka to aso amamo etimi edede ni yebana yaba be din come bounce the comfort do na de omo messages no etimi abantu de ne mbaya in a form of video obetimi any short video and try 30 seconds 020-754-3637 020-754-3637 ya hwena ya kinkan ne kama pa etimi ede amamona bibibia etimi adidadi policeman Douglas matonka zenne no okomo hona magipeni amoreti dogi ewia migiri se bibia abokwa nema ekoye kama panso etimi edemam tinyami shamo se magipeni amorhwe na opon you are looking very nice this afternoon me that say and also the other by hello senior watch you live from MON-FRI police station with my colleague Elizabeth Tamakro policeman Blackie, me is a near man did the Bibia, Koye kama panso etimi edema to the amount the enra ya very nam receive no yabo modena get me kind of kama pedama. Good afternoon, boss man. Update on Barcelona and DIABY is your boy Jonisco inside Brody no the Baby Rama. Good afternoon, Pablo Waliski watching live from Bamboy in the Savannah region. Update on Chelsea injury list. Good afternoon. I'm Avan Rich watching the show live from Koforidua. You guys are doing a great job. Luther, your picture is so nice. Let's say a big thanks to God Greetings to my only sports minister, Mr. Baden, Barcelona. Erode Bababi Ramam, Jules from Koforidia. You guys are doing a great job. Keep it up. Yeah, I say. I'm Gilbert from Manzu. Please, Abu, I miss your voice too much. Update on Barcelona. For this one there, I'll go for Luther. Not just no a picture. No one say no can. The name of the game is Chicha. Oh, I don't know. Chicha. Okay, Chita Mom. Okay. Greetings to Weapon. My name is my name. Okay, Weapon is my name, and I'm more update on Barcelona. Good afternoon, Abu. I'm Kobe Tinker. Watch you live from Manso Kwabena so manyani ya Monfancheme, Amansia South District, and I want to know the reason why they tell me go is catch score ball into sack and then and say why you know crime in Shadanyani. Good afternoon, Abu. Barcelona all the way. We are going top today. Get the other band on team. I also know all the number about America market carry amount 02075433637. Now wait to me the ram. I'm wait to me the short video be about racing no. You be any abone come pay to me about Ricardo the next 20 minutes any day now for every ram now 7 hour na or your mom money nin come over as be able call there.
Oh kwakunya me adom be be fine now so
men so me ho ye
weekend you nya na fine kakra
weekend there na ye akwa say wo kwan ade ntimi complaining era me wish Habib Mohammed speedy recovery say I want them brana on be jama show say be able call there.
Landlord, Yankupo that don't so we have a
that's what kind landlord.
Oh, landlord say again there Chroma for dia to landlord.
Ricardo, the next 20 minutes you're there, family.
Kramo ma me wish me kwala me anyway happy birthday. First one no confirm Mirabel on me say ene your birthday enti Mirabel area Mensa the Azandavo. And so, and then a birthday, Tini Papa, say me 5 days, na a happy birthday, na Yamisha, and I want to turn on Namo, Famana Sansona, Ivan Walker, Frimpon Boadi, O Papa Safari, as one of my mini nano, more show happy birthday, and I would done Yakupon Canho, na be behind Timiko and Famau. Kokuyu Room na, you didn't come. Manchester City, we can see Tima Efeno, Newcastle United, Eshomer Kanama Naya, Newcastle and Timian. It's not something that I'm here overly convinced. They say, Neoma see was how much Manchester City with all their problems on my form this season, over. It's not something that I'm doing, but it's something that a year boost here and so looking at the fact that Neoma come 8 wins in just 24 games for Manchester City. That's not the Manchester City we used to know. But with that performance, now koso. But so Manchester City, Newcastle, and 9. It's not something that you rejoice over because this is a place. In the last best 16 games, Newcastle is yet to win a game. The last time they won a game against Manchester City, Manchester City home grounds was way back 2000, and it was not even at Etihad. Near your stadium, the main road, and who will be a main road and so it's not something I'm making say Newcastle but Manchester City say. They needed a wake-up call. They needed a win that will send signals to almost supporters no BBR or anymore. Manchester City and a team of Dream at the Champions League playoff Nyamepa Eda Eukwada. But during those times, Manchester City air struggle. Pep Guardiola tried so many formations. Some seem to be working in a bit. It was what Enyejumakra. But there is something that I do Manchester City. Something that Manchester City making sure so be press no about no. But I got to a point in time as na Manchester City for no through Pep Guardiola to pain say the real no they are not at their very best. So they need to compromise and they were compromising. Say Nas Beboamia Manchester City and Leicester City so mama that video that picture now a Beboamia a discussion and so to me as start free baby a my friend Manchester City air struggle say they will get things right. This is Manchester City against Leicester City. So all Manchester City are normally this is not how Manchester City best set it up playing such games. Playing against Leicester City, a struggling team in the English Premier League. Now Manchester City best lining up in a 4-4-2 system. It's not something we see from team friend Manchester City. And even though we won't see Manchester City say they are in their own half when ball ends with Leicester City player. They will press you and make sure that they have the ball. No matter sign I started a year or more transition and probably they'll go and get a goal or more and but this is Manchester City. One line up in a 4-4-2 system against Team Leicester City. It's not the Manchester City we used to know. So call a year Guardiola number one now. It brings us into another discussion. What try system are all bought drillish. And Guardiola and so in Finfia or Mubang each and every single time. None wonder the special one begin come out edify Guardiola and how he is important to their team. Eventually, he made an assist against Team Real Madrid. So this is how he plays. But we know say Jack Grealish or a dear when he's playing on the wings. He takes delight in playing on the wings. But now he's been playing the midfield and it's not working for him. So Guardiola tour. It tells you about Guardiola each and every single time. Or caught, then he comes back. This is against Nottingham Forest. Ball no a counter attack. Look at where Guardiola. Now he needs to run back and make sure say wababeji ball no. The picture 3, ebe boyen ewo yenkomo die nim. So picture 3 now, you see that baby Guardiola jina now. He's come to cover up for the team of Manchester City. And the fourth one will finish our discussion when it comes to this picture. Yedi home combo. He's come and now the 4-back system for Manchester City no in the picture 4. So it tells you say Pep Guardiola in his quest to make sure that Nioma Manchester City come or better than any no pay Nioma ebe Manchester City nim in a bebe 3, 4, 5 years no with many back no. Yeah, I do them. But in the game against Newcastle United, it gives glimpses. Let me say Pep find it the antidote. Before I'll start that, Pep Guardiola made a bad decision during the summer, letting Alvarez echo Atletico Madrid. A decision to me. It wasn't a football reason. It was a reason why a pettiness. Any oyamadia menfancho and the Pep Guardiola ija Alvarez maniko. This happened in Argentina. When Alvarez kosra akolebia akolanesi, we are seeing a nipo tiny a Pep Guardiola. Adenti and Alvarez and Mobo Nibi. Ntia on Pep Guardiola. Argentina play me by Europe no better than any European player. This is Alvarez in Mobia or ni Pep and so any fine. Pep thought say, ne say Alvarez defending no. Say something, but Alvarez and Cafe and Fanfahon. But when you're coach, you want your players to defend you in all that. But the guy was not happy with him being restricted. And then each and every single time what he been giving the kind of involvement, the kind of contribution for the team of Manchester City. So he left to team of Atletico Madrid. To me, any footballing reasons. During the time of Alvarez, a branch of Erling Haaland because the 2 top system was working perfectly for him. He is someone that will create chance or share goals or tormenting defenders each and every single time. He let him go. Now, Emuye Dina not over 4-4-2. He was playing a branch of Kevin De Bruyne close to Erling Haaland. Kevin De Bruyne is not a man who takes delight in playing as a number 9. He believes in creating chances, making sure a ball he is involved. Of far ball now, we're taking on defenders, we're pia pass no, and will be answered to me. That is what Kevin De Bruyne like his obey. But he has been deployed, on more Erling Haaland ever anymore. Reason why I feel say now Kamia Kwakwe say Pep I find antidote to sign the 4-4-2 system na be boano. Ama nioma Manchester City ekom no, obetimi adani ani no, Mamuji go a share e the team my friend Newcastle United. You see Erling Haaland say all drop deep to make sure say create space and Mamouche. And Mamouche is one person now. When it comes to pace, none of and I say most of the defenders in your league game will not match up to a bunch of Mamouche. And in fact, he's one person now or a clinical finisher. Look at how Osi getting the best out of a Trippier. No eco finisher born. So when your first goal, where the Maya, look at where the pass came from. The pass came directly from a branch of friend Edison. And how was it Damien Abrante and Trippier come make sure say wa bobo na they are just look at how was Lobe Bono as well the far goalkeeper. So it tells you how he's good when it comes to finishing and when it comes to automatic defenders. And it's something that you give him credit for. And he's come to make sure say he's giving Manchester United their antidote to make sure say the kind of problems of Mukumno they will end it. The 4-4-2 system will definitely help team friend Manchester City. Looking at what a branch of friend Alvarez the man team friend Manchester City in his days. Now Mamouche ever be a edgeman. It tells you that Mamouche have come and he's definitely going to help team friend Manchester City. If you look at Manchester City, Nico Gonzalez was also in the middle. making sure that things were right for Team FN and Manchester City. But if you look at how things are going, Manchester City for no enter branch FN Mahmoud Bonasi because in the game against Chelsea he made his debut. And he running saying Cabo and Rabon. We saw Pep Guardiola now wabaning them. But now, if this is how they are going to work, they are going to understand how Musene Juma when he runs Yemobo and N2 because he's one finisher of 20 defender to make it was a I think he's going to end Manchester City no matter form, not in playing, not for them to come and win the league. But the Manchester City we used to know, trying to be in the air top 4, trying to get closer to teams Aurora or Manchester City war that 10-game run when they start, they won't even lose a game. And that is what they've been using in winning the league.
Now, if you give this a
with Manchester City, they've been shadows of themselves. They can't even control games. In a game against Leicester City, they played like 44.6% more possession. The lowest in Manchester City's era when a branch of Pep Guardiola, Pep Guardiola bar Manchester City. So it tells them they've been pure shadow of themselves. Pep Guardiola after the match, no Nico Gonzalez about say he's a mini Rodri. And if Pep amount that kind of praise, a mini Rodri because you know how Rodri is important to him. So for him to say someone is a mini Rodri tells you he's seen something good in a branch of Nico Gonzalez which my boy team of Manchester City. This is not a gamer. I'm overly convinced say about 10 things are one for Manchester City. But it's a game I feel it was needed for Manchester City to have that kind of a performance. Make sure they are going to Santiago Bernabeu to make sure every little chance they get, they will utilize. Now, if you probably they will get into the playoff.
More goals about so you call Bernabeu now. Madrid qualification.
It's a game to me. If you ask me, maybe I'm a foregone conclusion. Madrid is qualifying. The last time I heard Madrid is qualifying, so I'm not even going to it. Arsenal fans, or more Royal friend Edu Gaspar. There is this sensational young guy. What Pimo? What shall I say? Bogo so the match me friend Monaco. Say, Nas mom in the picture now. Since free Arsenal, let me start from this. He was at Fulham. And joining Arsenal, Bobo Kolo, Mika Beirut. Someone, the kind of performance I ordered, is something that Arsenal for no Ashasi Bodia. Jane Challenge said he was from Fulham, joining to my friend Arsenal. In fact, he was doing well a year and Kolanim. He never made a senior appearance for team friend Arsenal, but he was 4 times an unused substitute. He had never bench, but he's a striker worth the sort. Since free Arsenal, because Arsenal for Nico loan eventually a more ton of £4 million per Edema Tima, he finished Stormgrass. So free Stormgrass called boy, in Stormgrass he played like 14. He scored 14 goals in 25 appearances. This is a nice Mamesani start since free Arsenal. It tells you Ajuma Oye and Arsenal for no Ashasia Mudiano, Elko Refen Edu Gaspar. So this is a branch here, Refen Mika. Of course, Stormgrass in 25 matches he gave 14 goals and 5 assists.
Wow.
4 million per and Stormgrass at the turn from Arsenal. Then Stormgrass turn 12.5 million at the team of Monaco. They've made a lot of profit from Nice to Monaco, and then they've gotten a lot of goals too from him. He comes to Monaco, and in Monaco he's giving them 7 goals in 5 matches. And it comes at a point where Arsenal were struggling against a struggling Leicester City. They are not performing. Since Van Nistelrooy, they are not performing. Leicester is not performing. So for a team like Arsenal, only striker, Kai Havertz are improvising the ball in a pra. Now Merino Nebo anymore. Now they are seeing their young chap giving this kind of performance. If you add the Stormgrass performance, add the Monaco performance in Premier, you'll be talking about maybe 30-something plus goals involvement in the games that we're talking about. Any my friend, Stormgrass, any team my friend Monaco. So it tells you the kind of performance a Branton Ednedy. And this is the point, and Arsenal needed his services to make sure that he's scoring the goals for them. Give me a Diabona Arsenal for Edu Gaspar. Some of them believe that he was someone he was denting for a greatness because he's a good player. These are some of the Arsenal fans. 2021 Edu Gaspar, I will never forgive you for selling Mika. He should have been Arsenal's main striker. A second one says, another day to lament about the selling of Mika Beirut. Many of us knew he was class. and then we could have given Mika a chance, a third one added. So this Arsenal fans they've not seen something good from their strikers, but a former player they let him go for just £4 million. Give you something Arsenal fans no wish say and koyono any the MON, and it's something that me and Fama Edu Gaspar, I will definitely send it to the tables who refer to Mikel Arteta. He's
saying football ya who be bring and they say your player be or be at the U team results no ebu be a beba but only chances on him pin for never be see akai ye be turn na manako after about 2-3 years no obon say wa sha see bibi typical example here Pogba in Man United do baby no more midfield no na hu be hia say omo be we mo place na prepare na Pogba mo zo mo kopa po school show na wa retire man na ba boy na popo wa fi oku Juventus e omo koto no 170 million so me hu ze we ni in the way no ya we play award that talent na e motivate you say corner koda na di ma bia hu say minimum no ball because at that point maybe create the mawa.
Have you checked the years he's been giving this kind of performance? They sold him in the 2024-2025 season. That's short period. Yes, what play was Storm Grass. And what's Monaco and he that goes. This is a team where they don't have a finisher, out and out striker. We've seen Arsenal is a place they give small guys chance. Bukayo Saka and Waneri. These guys, they've come into Arsenal and they are giving what they are giving. So at least he needed something. 4 unused substitute. And now he's flourishing for team and friend Monaco and giving goals. I'm Arsenal for and or more elbow Edu Gaspar. But I say, a branch of friend Mikel Arteta. He's shown time and time again that strikers need them say on pay. He came and we saw what he did to Aubameyang Monina. Aubameyang called other teams and we saw what he gave. So no any Kwaku. If I come to work every single day, now environment is favorable, I will gladly go to a young and say, I want to walk away. Because me here enabling environment to showcase my talent. I need peace of mind. I need support of Empanimfo. Even in the team that I need the support of each and every single one. They will tell me, not Mechia. They will look at me and later on, this is in a case that we are talking about. A branch of your friend Kolomwani and a branch of friend Anthony. Kolomwani, he went to team friend Paris Saint-Germain. Your man, the kind of performance was done, but since he joined my friend Juventus, he's given 4 goals and 1 assist in 4 league games. And if you look at the general play, you see, said just as someone, he was the missing piece for Team FN Juventus. Not the win against Team FN Inter Milan. But when he came, the kind of impact whatever Team FN Juventus not tells it all. If you look at the goal now, I will share now. It's a striker who has instinct. Say, let me go forward. Even if I'm on for that time, I will make sure I still have the ball. When I get into the penalty box, I'm the king. I win penalty for my team, and I can probably get a goal and so scored. So, what yes, and now in Juventus, they are thinking say they need to keep Kolomwani. A lot of people, Ronaldo fans, hate him because they feel said 2022 World Cup, he gave it on a silver platter to Team Argentina. Yes, that's how people are saying. But if you look at the general assessment, the general play, since joining Team FN Juventus, he's given his all. He's been super. He's been someone also given entry more because the environment is enabling. They've shown him how important he is to the setup.
Yeah.
The players no air support. Even when things are not working, they encourage him to do more.
So we know PSG na idea na amfa. Because in all quite a time and French players be crowd no we see account on national team at least to say me new and yen a shot yeah baby shia ya me on that you me know why you be crowd sana you share we ni abi share be mu say no na ba na say ma we comfortable et PSG won kasa de ne course wa amakulu money na ni no Eintracht Frankfurt no went me am sad.
There seems to be a problem when it comes to coach integrating strikers and I say all signing into the team.
Chance in
yes, chance really will be a who and because of Babia Ufriba. But it was something that it was nice. You look at Paris Saint-Germain. Enrique some of the strikers, they say you want players. So when we go, we get them. But integrating them into the system, it's not been the best.
Yeah.
We've seen Goncalo Ramos from Nyon Koyama, Portugal. World Cup or bar Paris Saint-Germain. Injuries are 100 there. But what has been the impact our team of Paris Saint-Germain team? So for me, I'll label the blame to the coach. He's not been able to integrate strikers in the team. But he's gone to environment where they've accepted him. He's giving the opportunity. He's giving the support to make sure say deliver. Same goes to Manchester friend Anthony. He came to Manchester United. But Kwaku, if you come from Brazil, now you are able to make it to the top flight. Kwaku, you are not that bad player.
So we are Brazil ni.
Yes.
Na obobo no okudi man
now to Europe.
You
are not a bad player. One of the best goalkeepers Nancy Santiago Korea. I plumbing work no disrespect to plumbing work. I'm talking about the talent now when to utilize.
Oh, okay.
I have numerous number of players as we speak. They were great prospects when they started. They've not been able to play. Nipa make it to professional football. Because if we are professionals, you know people, you yourself, you were once a prospect. And they in some training. So a moment we make it into that system. And
no correct.
2012, I was playing for a year Konomu Dumasi in Milogin fan against Adujamfi. But here I am, my name is Tia. So what I say? And it will be make it from Brazil. No Babi Dinem a Europe. Given that performance, he's not a bad player. He needed an enabling environment. People supporting him. Just look at his goal. A full volley. The ball came, even when Manchester United go had that opportunity to play. Because our boss say now, he will get some legend to beat Manchester United. They feel say, each and every single player should come and do same.
Unim, na mene maestro din komo. Anthony di Kamba United. Na pressure on so. Bara na utime bobo ne kakra. So Man United game bia okoye sa na de no. Uze player bia award bi fire crowd. Oye free system we are chera postcodes with the good so massa. Yes. You serious kakra. As if you corner boy in the ball. Because
you cannot share what he loves to do. What he can do to express himself. Yes, imagine you being someone you are loud, you want to express yourself. Oh yes, I will kasa am say kawanu. Oh yes, I will kasa say kawanu. Gradually, they are making you timid. And that is what happened to Antonio Manchester United. Many of the problems at Manchester United come. Sometimes we look at Noma Bibrium, but some of our players now, legends now they've played, English guys now, Panditino, Harding. I never Kasaya by a command Valencia, we saw what he did.
10 matches.
So, until they needed that enabling environment to make sure say Omoshe goes. And I'm happy for Mumi and say they are giving that such performance. I'm out for still more because of Manchester United no starting here. He's in the hands of an experienced coach. He's seen it all. Pellegrini, who bet training the Real Madrid now coach be paying. Yeah. Ajuma Pepe, why be paying league me be paying. So he's an experienced manager. When he sees a good player, he knows how to get the best out of them. One of the coaches they are very good when it comes to player management. So I'm happy for him. My last pick, Jude Bellingham red card. Jude Bellingham red card. They've been explaining things. Can't say the far red card that Jude in. But the truth of the matter is that Jude free Dortmund bar Real Madrid no red card when they carry him. Yeah. But when you two and two seems to be the same incident against Valencia. Kasa Eddie red card. Against Osasuna, the same thing. So what say you use F? So you use F now. Spain hono. F you know, is something that genuinely they feel say insult here. So you use F off now. They believe say you are telling me say I'm joking or I'm not being serious. When someone dresses from the Fakye Bejina Parks or Babu officiating Real Madrid and Osasuna, you can't say that the person is joking. This was needless. He's caused Real Madrid quack. But because Real Madrid can't send a player to the public to make sure say they are defending him. But the foul you see, what was the impact of the foul on Real Madrid game on boy? Madrid was cruising, leading the game. Then you give them a shot, and now a match drag about draw. And now at the end of the bus and some to top league. So it was needless. Nobody should defend it. He needs to be talked to. 2 red cards now what none was avoidable. Referee take a decision now. Regardless how busy for Akasa, it won't change. So you just keep quiet, go and enjoy your play. The most important, what brought you to the field of play was to deliver for Team Real Madrid, the biggest club in the world. What is your case? Real Madrid for no crying referee no was dada. audio for money so you need to calm down and make sure that you don't fall victim for BBR's man. But hey, bro, so they should just talk to him. 2 red cards, kasa. It doesn't all go with a brand your friend or Jude Bellingham. But people manage power.
Why not more
Pepe, Nicolas Pepe.
Are they why
the money who could just work, no for back come for buy Hidijina what him say.
Africans, no, yeah, no, yeah, catch on this year, your babu or not confined the neighbor fear. O ma me mu aya na dom teams a me ba ze bra ni wedi so and oba wa expressing on na we mu ni do mu nya mpom abebre o nia
nti unia hu se o pesa abre na da bobo e no akwa akofa nti dem beka bia na nya de
me ne ya adwen bia de ne de
wa ya de strong guy de o sisu a so wo na wo yi de e kama o expressing on yeah settings ni different what the buffia you be complaining ba han ye ntufo
pero ba ge we de udia osi munya ne o last time am hu story we na me yezo ne ma pinyi me nkona me nkọ hwehwe again na ibi kakra ba kakra na
me ma fa woni so ne ibi
every people brepa is this obe hu kramo na
e be release the stress no ko mu as na ne be release ama ne body bona koso
we are saying na do
na just unya be dia do but why ne ho adu
oh ye juma
ora so eye ne
da bia me no na mi bu baby chose ketwa 5000
kese 5000 wa kese akwa enjoy
o my your Moses of my me for no obi ku krambo obi ku akresi owusu akredi ma uze ne ogbo ejuma bo amane makwa amakohini Moses. My name is Amakohini Moses from Kumau. Paya Ricardo vs. Ajebaton Jaka Nigeri's enema Ekoye de Mao. Amakohini Moses once again from Kumau today. Make Rayo Vallecano wear the white shirt. They will collect Uto. As for Nambasa, we dislike white shirt. Now the Baza Funinya who atade na as a Real Madrid for no. Barcelona is going to the top today. Nothing can stop us. Jakarta Delbere Debra. Nigeri's bro onye Bibi Eko Kamapa Rich. Another solid guy. No. Nana Tichi Apia watching live from Maxim. And I will show Paya once again at Biaba. I'm enjoying Ricardo Vaz, so I say, no, the out the buy. Paya also show that James Ousu, hello, good evening, guys. I'm watching live from Manson Asaman. Hey, Abu, what is happening to Chelsea? You see it. When we lose so much, now my we are Go Stars, mommy. Mommy, we did this near me kama power. Bibiani na yete mon kanse mo ba eba be ramo boama 1 week no. The bibia de daddy kama pa. Eti ono so ne de ode be no. Nti still o akonya so be join on Facebook Fakye TV na wabo modena on so de na ba be ramo timera ma Reverend Ajeman. Good evening Abu. I'm watching live from so more fire ne de ode ba eba be ramo ni nyina boama ne makwe. Me am boss Honorable Regan Kofi Asma. Head of Sports at Masan City. But I was a boss at Tom and Cry. Ricardo Zo Yejman is na or boss more shewa. Yana on the Jumana way, no. Gadia Sweni pa sa di. Boss, Michelle Ye Papa. I'm watching you live on Fakye TV. Apostle Kobe Jemfi. Apostle, you may be on so no. Wapumbo Kodie, Nieme Koye Kama Swedema. Dansu Redu. Good afternoon, boss. Abi, you know that everywhere you go, I did there. The policeman no hey soja man na zuredu soja man no na nema so or de ne de no ewramu anom ti do na de omo de no e ba nso betimi de aba. Good day boss, you are looking gorgeous this afternoon watching live. Mr. Ray me gidi ze bibi bia de na kwama nema ekoye kama pere ma di honorable to me nkra ze ohwe wo we minim ze 1.4 barbering shop on our honorable here with Sunyane. Timu amuhe ni nyina echi amopa na yera masese e be transfer am support e timaka zo betimi abomode na why short video ma unze nkofo de omode no ba na omode ba ntu zo betimi do de no aba o de ba ye be na ye de hujuma kama pa etimi yera ma na aboa ma bibibia so no ade da ye etimi yera ma ntu akonya so no obebo modern na wetimi e de aba na I we are 020 754 3637 020 754 3637 and fide ma mo ahoho pa wechi na nkomo so de ene medibi pa ne medidia cross Remo Black Stars aswe ni nyina ye na Napoli na abomode de sampin fo ni nyina aba be Remo kama nti alaj baba shai wa ha ena obo obo Ghana toba me bia yakobi obo akobi yes I'm so the half Korea is no boy kasa fa o kakra the mind show bibi aboko de
oh landlord nyankopon na don so so bi
number we so look sharp
oh say one administration
we na ya na baby girls ni ho no more request na mystery no
landlord ne tenant na
but me hwe ma ho nyesi ejuma no sa abrabo no de oba ade ba ko bible mu e ma himfu bi mu diye we ni ade aye mbisiafo so wanye careful baby girls no obi di ni bibi betwe abofom nti ya na why careful na Sunday bia sorry no so kwa the sofo no be kan na wati eno a church of the Lord brother we na me to one me pompae nti pastor Ike ni bishop aje mu me che omu pa nti my show ya no omu hu look sharp
no friend me ma ya we say no mapon a go fi
okay the maestro
oh landlord
the next 20 minutes you there
landlord mami Varas pacho apotre. Now the many adwuma kakra bi or tactical.
Family adwuma tactical.
I think say enra match between told you that is Tottenham Hotspur against Manchester United. But I'm not going to dwell about the tactical analysis about this particular match. But then I think say there is a certain things I also Asia, and I think say I will need to touch on that. But Manchester United, the problems going through in Manchester United now, I think say it has become a poised chalice and also a perennial trap for most of the young managers at Ombefa Football Club.
I only yeah, bro, from those. Yeah, from bread chica crama.
Oh, China,
yeah, from bread chica crama. Why? When you saw it, bro, for Papa, they are from bread chica crama. Why, Mr.
The job at Manchester
United.
What's
the job at
Manchester United, Edding. It's right now to say, Obi a football coach. Nasa oye young and upcoming. To say Robin Amorim, Eric Ten Hag, Crampo the AFC Ayas. No, I never be brave or honor. So before Manchester Jumana, and also our coaches in before Manchester Jumana. So 1 year a thing evident in image.
Oh, okay.
And it has become very difficult for Robin Amorim or Manchester United because of say. So checking Manchester with Robin Amorim right from Free Sporting Lisbon ever Manchester. Now he was undefeated in the season, but he came during the middle of the season, and his experimentations all Manchester United now, it is actually costing him enough. But Meshan Komona said this is Son Heung-min, and he is a star boy in Asia. When you go to Asia, right now they are star boy in the poster boy or representing the continent of Asia. I mean Son Heung-min.
Oh, okay.
But baby you free no in South Korea. And South Korea and North Korea were that kind of unsettled disputes. Shall say way back in 1910s. And this kind of unsettled dispute has actually glanced through the English Premiership, talking about most of these South Korean players are Omo. So currently as we speak, so Boremo North Korea. That's about the English Premiership. That's Tottenham Hotspur matches. The side of Yuan Chinhan, and also game of Bodema over Orange Wanderers or Liverpool. Now check about Kim Young, also the Obodema the side of Brentford. It will be very difficult for most of these players and as most of these guys from North Korea to actually telecast these kind of matches in North Korea. Do you know why? Because there has been a certain ban on North Korea. Now there is a particular television in Korea called the Korean Central Television, and this is the flag of North Korea and South Korea. This is the man Kim Young. And he has placed a particular ban on most of the matches in English Premiership, containing Brentford, containing Wolverhampton Wanderers, and containing Tottenham Hotspur. Because of the unsettling dispute between the North Korea and South Korea, it has actually transpired into the football nature because of say. So most of these matches in North Korea, they are having 3 best players currently in the English Premiership. And the moment to be those kind of matches, North Korea, the players will overshadow the country. And the North Koreans will start to love these South Korean players because they don't want anything which is equal to South Korean people. Because Omu Rivera, it translated go back in those times of days. Now, with him, we are prohibiting most of these particular censorship. Korea. Now, the Air Coast of Korea said he doesn't want anything from South Korea to actually enter North Korea. It is here about English Premiership. That's a Tottenham Hotspur against Manchester United. Obe making sure say the live broadcast telecast the because of North Korea and live. It will be after the match, not on edit most of the scenes are I mean, Son Heung-min, and so now there's North Korean people will watch these kind of matches.
I'm not sure about the in a day, no.
Yeah.
Say about it say your bobo no na son eshigwa zago ni
in North Korea.
How? I don't know about it.
Because of that kind of riftedom between the North Korea and the South Korea. He doesn't want anything about South Korea to actually replenish our North Korea country him. So this is the man, and then he's doing everything possible to eradicate certain images are arriving around the side of South Korea. But so to translate it back in the days, this is the map of this Asian continent. And in Suaisha, this land in Asia is called the Sea of Japan. And it's actually on the peninsular land. Because it be a peninsula, it's a land that it is actually covered by water. And the North Korean and South Korean is a peninsular land which is actually divided into North and South. I shall say in 1950s. Straight to the north, boundary is set up to China. Straight to the south, boundary is set up to Japan. But gone are the days tracing back to 1910s. Japan ever conquer the Korean as a peninsular land.
Oh, okay.
And they were able to assimilate a lot of things in Korea. But before Japan, for Babel conquer the side of Korea, no, they see and they say, so trace back in AD 632, there was these three kingdoms that be rise here in Korea. You talk about the Goguryeo kingdom, talk about the Biek kingdom, and then the Silal kingdom. These were the three kingdoms. But as time goes on, the Goguryeo, they were part of the North Korean people. They comes in with a great force, and they are ruthless people. And those people no more occupy the South Korean, where the Biek and the Silal people. But as time goes on, the Goguryeo people no overtake the Silal and the Biek people who were occupying the South Korean territory. So the entire country called Korean before they were called the Goguryeo, and suddenly they renamed in the late 1950s to be called Korea. And during those times in 1910s, before the Second World War, and Japan for invaded the side of the Korean as a republic country. When they invaded the country, there were these kind of people, and nobody came back they were called the agonists. The agonists no omote, Rome, free Rome, echo Spain, or they go to Spain, we don't Valencia. And Valencia, one of the things that they were doing, they said, because some Muslim from the take over in Spain, they wanted to go there and then preach the gospel of God to those people. So the agonist people were staying in Korea. But in Japan, from the take Korea at that time, they wanted to culturally assimilate a lot of things in the country. That's a cultural assimilation. It is when you actually change the total some way of life of a group of people, especially their food, especially their tools, their language, everything. So they wanted to have their influence. The Japanese culture wanted to have their influence over South Korea and North Korea. And they succeeded. But then it ended in 1950s after the Second World War. But the amount of currency between the North Korea and the South Korean. The Russian people is here. They are here. What's the Russia and the North Korea now? And during those times, we had the Eastern Bloc and the Western Bloc. And the Eastern Bloc, where people are, they were actually in line with the Russian, that's the Soviet Union. And the Western Bloc people too were people who were in line with the Americans. That was the reason why Dr. Kwame Nkrumah formed the non-aligned movement. Just to make sure joining either the Eastern Bloc or the Western Bloc. But when it became so difficult for the South Koreans, and I said the Korean as a whole country, the Russian needed to invade, because at that time Japan only free Korea or Akomukrom, because they are not, they are captives anymore. They are going back to their hometown called Japan. And Russian people needed to invade in Korea. It was invading in Korea now. The Americans also needed to invade. And the North Korean people had their access to the Russians, and the South Korean people also had their access to the US people. But South have for the access to the US people. The Japan as a country supported the South Koreans. But during those times, the North Koreans invaded in the South Korea, and it was a total disaster. They killed a lot of people in South Korea. It took the intervention of Japan and the US people to save South Korea from the invasion of North Korea. Because through, communism. Communism is about totalism. While South Korea also shares some development country through capitalism. That is where private enterprises will have the access to do their things from their own world. That was the South Korean as a republic. So during those times, that rift from North Korea and South Korea, during back in 1950s.
Okay.
And currently, as we speak, I say Kim Jong was setting up a new tenor. Yuk-sul is the president of South Korea currently, as we speak, and he wanted to facilitate peaceful coexistence between North Korea and South Korea currently, as we speak. But Enra, and I say December Nimono, in Korea, and say Kim Jong about that peaceful coexistence. Now, the boundary line are set up between the North Korea and the South Korean. So if the South Koreans are not careful, the North Koreans are actually having their way to easily penetrate into South Korea. But US and Japan also bought this particular border in South Korea. So with that, need to know, Kim Jong doesn't want anything about South Koreans to actually invade into North Korea. So during those times in Tokwane and those people now, both the Republic of North Korea, the Democratic Republic of North Korea and the Republic of South Korea, no, these are the people. And Sana Etmikusidema, South Korea. So a honomono in Tokwane or honomono, and yen and Nebesha said free, a way back into an Enra, Manchester United playing against Tottenham Hotspur. Landlord, Yentimian showcase that particular match, Korea Central Television, North Korea, because of say that rift between the North Korea and South Korea, no, it is still there. And he doesn't want anything about South Korea to actually be aired, North Korea. But in a big match, of course, for Barcelona. And Hansi Flick is solely going to be the coach of me. I coming back because currently, sorry, the league log or La Liga now. Barcelona, so moving on their game against rival Vallecano, they can easily come on top of the table. And it will be a good responsibility for Hansi Flick to actually do that job for FC Barcelona. But this season, Flick are changing the total tactics of Barcelona because Johan Cruyff believes in those kind of beautiful football. Pep Guardiola about Barcelona or be advancing that beautiful football of Johan Cruyff. The philosophy in the book of Barcelona, no, or by inventing the tiki-taka, making sure that Barcelona will become that stable football who will play beautiful football at hand. But this man came, used the Gengen system of football, bought the high-line defensive system, bought the high pressing, bought the cons and the pros pressing, everything about pressing. This man has actually invented it in FC Barcelona, and he's going to pull up against rival Vallecano. But this is how Papa said Hansi Flick is setting up the FC Barcelona. Obo in a 4-3-3 grand style, but making sure so Obo in the 4-3-3 grand style now. Obo setting up in a high-line defensive setup. The two center backs, that's Inigo Martinez and Pau Kubasi, will be that central defender. So coming up through the centric midfield of that particular opponent. No pushing the opponent on half of their pack. And so in the midfield, so we make it that particular high-line defensive setup now. What they will do is say they will form the triangular square in the midfield just to block some of the initial passes that opponents initiated their action into the midfield. So this is how they form this kind of, the triangular square. This is Papa, a friend said, Frankie de Jong. He will try to come in, sit in deep, and make sure so wait may receive the ball from either Inigo Martinez or Paul Kubasi over here as a central midfielders. Try to make sure so be located either Pedri or Dani Olmo in this kind of attacking threat of FC Barcelona.
Oh, okay.
But in the width movement as an invented midfielders now, it will solely become Papa Alejandro Badi, who will be playing at the left fullback position in FC Barcelona fullback corner. Then Jules Koundé will become the right fullback corner, be pushing in the wide area just to actually make sure so on the fullbacks or more opponent. That's rival Vallecano or fullbacks or more opponents. So they be more pulling or more coming up against FC Barcelona. This is how they set up in a high build-up defensive shape, making sure say they will pin up and making sure say most of these strikers not move drew into the attacking terrains or committing a lot of offsides against Obuanka Samoho. So when you check over here into the attacking threat, there is Rafinha and that is Papa Efense Lamine Yamal. They are always in line. The moment Robert Lewandowski beat Maso Passi over the center backs of the opponents, they can easily create offside. That is the reason why when you're playing against Barcelona, it is very difficult for them to commit offside against the opponent. So against Real Madrid Football Club, the La Liga first leg, they didn't understand the reason why Kylian Mbappe was always in the trap of offside. It is something that Papa and Hansen Flick, Osuya, or most of these boys the training of FC Barcelona, making sure that when they come onto the field, they will experiment most of these things on the field of play. So over here, Robert Lewandowski will lead the attacking third, making sure that he will go in line with the last man sweeper of that particular opponent, making sure that the moment either Lamine Yamal or Rafinha will give a lot of incisive passes to the attacking third, he will be there to actually push that particular ball into the net of FC Barcelona. But Barca, this is another picture of Barcelona. And Barca, when Barca is actually starting their transitioning, this is Barca. We El Paco Barsi. This is Papa, your friend said Alejandro Balde, and this is Gioconde. The moment that Gioconde beats Mabanenim in the right full back position, meaning say the deep line playmaker in the sense of either Pedri or Gavi or Nubej na Hanomano, he will come in just to solicit for the ball. Papa, your friend said Gioconde de Bemano.
Okay.
The moment Obaye Sano, he tried to expand the porosity nature of the midfield of the opponent. So over here against Valencia, you could easily imagine that Valencia was actually dominating numerically in the central midfield. They're having 1, 2, 3, 4 players in the centric midfield. That's about 5 players, 6 players or so. And they needed to expand it. The moment Omer expanded, Jules Koundé will get the ball and will try to start his transition, not because of, say, they will actually get a long pass into the attacking third. But then Jules Koundé will start the ball in terms of Obe starting with a short display passes, starting from Papa, defensive Gavi or Pedri, coming in, sitting in deep just to receive the ball. And when it becomes like that, Alejandro Balde will actually widen up that particular defensive line position for FC Barcelona. When it becomes like this, Barca will control the ball and they will always become, most of these teams they will control the ball and dominate in the midfield. But Alejandro Balde will come out wide. There is Ferran Torres, there is Robert Lewandowski and other players. When Barca is starting their transition, because Alejandro Balde is always close to Lamine Yamal, Lamine Yamal will try to actually become an auxiliary number 10 coming in to support Robert Lewandowski. But Alejandro Balde over here will come in, making sure, so remember a lot of incisive passing to the attacking third. When they actually open up, both from the fullbacks, Ahan Moshe, the side of, Jules Koundé, also open up, check about the numbers of players, or into the attacking third of Valencia. You can easily imagine, say, this time around, Hansi Flick is actually relating to the numerical superiority into the attacking third. So look at the number of attackers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 players as against about 4 players into the defensive structure of Valencia. And when it becomes like that, the numerical superiority is always becomes, a lot of pressure into the attacking system. But boss, here, say even Krabasa air transition now. Not so even Krabomu go into the attacking third. They actually form one particular tactical system in the attacking third called the risk-averse action. The risk-averse action, they say, they can easily attack you in numerical superiority, but then you as the opponent, the moment Abenya Bona make of long passes, Barca will use a lot of tactical low block to actually get most of these passes from you. So in terms of the high build-up, they actually use the high defensive line. When they are attacking, they use the risk-averse action, and when they are actually defending, they will use the low block system. This is the picture of the low block system. Over here, the central defenders will sit in deep and they will widen up their space. Over here, as Papa, your friend said, Chesney, he will try to be the main sweeper who will become an auxiliary defender in the central midfield of FC Barcelona, who will try to actually initiate the progression of ball from the defensive structure into the attacking third. But boss, when it becomes like this, Barca will always have a way to recover the ball from the opponent. Enzo Maresca initiated the 3 seconds ball. Pep Guardiola initiated the 6 seconds ball ruling principle in Manchester City. To Manchester City, when you mobile, ube dominating within a moment of 6 seconds, Pep Guardiola retrieve ball within the minute of 6 seconds. But over here, as we speak, Flick initiating any rule called 3 seconds or 6 seconds, but then we're initiating a particular rectangular square in the midfield just to always retrieve the ball back. After some Barca 4 players they will form the rectangular square in the midfield just to retrieve their balls back. And that is how they do their things. But yes, over here, we have something called pocket space. The pocket space actually depends on the opponent. That's the defensive structure and the deep line playmaking structure. When you look at this particular picture, you can see it's a sign baby rectangle, kakra. And this is the pocket spaces. Baby, Barca initiate a lot of pocket space in nature. Say the attacking third, that's the creative or the typical number 10 in the sense of Danny Obu or Rafinha coming in from the left flanks into the middle of this particular attacking third. The time you ever find the pocket space, we are now go to me back at the FC Barcelona.
Wow. Dinero, my show, in your goes to the partner.
Oh yes, Barca will win.
On my shadow of the partner.
Barca will win.
And you will Kenya match be a Madrid near the Tiku Madrid for now. Money, match where match be a say.
Oh yes, sir. Barca will need to win this. Be a Madrid fan, but Barca will need to win this match just to glance their hope of becoming in the number one top spot of the La Liga. But boss, mami, 1 second pay. This is Papa say Anna Slot.
Yeah.
Anna Slot, Abba. There was a system. Anna Liverpool. Again, club between Beşiktaş Liverpool. It was the Gengen press system of football. It became an identity, and right now it has become an institution for the side of Liverpool Football Club. And this season, he has kept about 97 winning streak percentage for the side of Liverpool Football Club. But they told be an team at Paso. We shared last over the weekends. Other competition will lose here, and the slot in team and BBA. But against the 1-2 Wanderers, he played the 4-3 action, the 4-2-3-1 action, making sure the side of Liverpool Football Club will actually triumph over Wolverhampton Wanderers. Looking at the game of boy against Wolverhampton, Luis Diaz and Mohamed Salah giving him that close goods for the side of Liverpool Football Club. But what it means, they say, the midfield, how this man has been able to organize the midfield very well for Liverpool, has been superb. You get the likes of Ryan Gravenberch, Dominic Szoboszlai, and you get Papa Jose McAllister over there as the three-centric midfielders of Mubo, Ediama, and Slot. Ryan Gravenberch is not a stable midfielder. They tell you to Wataru Endo, they say Wataru Endo playing the Gengen Princeton of football, and that's the high Princeton of football. No, Wataru Endo cannot endure a lot of passes during pressure so. But Ryan Gravenberch can easily do the things around the centric midfield, and he's not stable. So this man is actually doing something magic for Liverpool. No, yeah, Arsenal is coming up. Arsenal is coming up. Say you both 6 matches, and I said 7 matches to the end of the season now. In the bit magia to say Anna Slot can easily win the league.
Mate, me da se pa ne mo ahoho do do na wechi. Ma unze ne owin. Aso koyoze, hey Abu. Ketwa 5,000, kese 5,000, explain it well. Oyo ti ase. E di mayor on ti ase aba be bizame. How can some of us understand? Oh, we want to list. Oh, Mate, bro, for no better so am why? Hello, Abu. Good afternoon. Good evening. I'm Louisa from Bermai Asikuma. I'm really enjoying the Mind Show analysis very much. It's really fantastic. You guys should keep it up. I know you're also the Good evening, guys. I'm really enjoying your show. Keep on the good work. I was very sad yesterday when I saw Polish children crying. May you so rest in peace. Hashtag Justice for Poli. Hashtag Fakye Sports to the whole world. It's me, Wonder Boy, watching the show live from God. So Wonder, so yeah, Bibia, I'm Frank doing the watching inside Bayfi Chrome, keep the fire burning. Greetings to King inside Sanko. View Barbering Salumat Mar 7. Or that's it. No the answer the bar. Good evening. You guys are doing a great job. No Vicarus. As he said the truth. Mikel okay, Ricardo virus now. Why any sir? I'm sure on the Vicarus or the Ricardo virus. Why? Is that the truth? Mikel Arteta and Edu are the Arsenal downfall, but we will bounce back. I'm called Zach from a half. Raging Subriso number 1. No. Etimi Edifi Babi Ramu Ewahanum. Good afternoon, Abu. This is your guy, Osman Yakubu, watching live from Bazwa in the Bendui district of the Upper East region. Fakye Sports Papa Manyania na Odiachemi. Good afternoon, I'm watching you guys live from Techman. Fakye Sports, you are the best. Greetings to the special one from Joseph, police officer. Abase, officer, Bigirize, Bibia, Koyerema. Good afternoon, okay. Emze Winnie, we auntie. On Zonobe Timide, Odiana by Berena, Yakin Kate Mirama, Sadamekano, Mompin forward or now with Fidema, Menio Moberena, Yedidi, in Comao Donana, Abuama Nema Quit 020-754-3637, 020-754-3637. Don Rashito the Papa, Madrid players don't respect your mati or modase. Kofi stop Abu. You are the best and the best winger. So I been there by na fancy. One crown on air captain. Ricardo Vaz Munina Umbi. Fancy anyway. Shaba, I'm watching you from Accra, La Paz police station. And here the Shaba so the bar. Ebabel Kunedu AC and Moses. Musa unstoppable. Nedi ono so the by a pile. Jakarta the no. Azabaza is going to the top today. Nothing can stop us. You yate. We are on Sunday speed recovery special one on some managed to acquire being. I'm learning this afternoon. No, that's it. No, they are on so the Americans and I'm enjoying the show. Live at Takrade, keep it up. Yes, and I'm teaching up here. Even in football, there's history. So why do we complain so much when our schools introduce more subjects? So it's made by Akable. Barcelona win to 9 and a couple the Supremo. Couple, me give the BBA kuye kama pray team here. My boy Emmanuel MON-FRI. Kramo me here or more day or more videos na ba na yenti akra. E ba be na atia sim na dia. Of from there. FIFA money administrator. FIFA money administrator. But macho de be fira. Ya komra ni yenti we de kaka.
And Barcelona jina kononde. Na match no according to the Luther Khan, team say any match ketwa. Bekwaku say team bi apeso G League ya matches bi na so win. Ti Barcelona full ni excuse. Ese she na ekotosoro na fi nya tosoro ho wia. Just a greater the be ye free ho. Fakye Sports yebo mu nyina abaso. Mama bye.
Fakye TV. The man Abu DIABY. Abu we are naki Damango Savannah region ami gutu Abu. Yami sham mo boy juma pa Nyankopon sham ne adwuma mo ye na afin so nra ye da supporters ni nyina se wo mokokoja yenia pool abusunya me kra edini na otweda Nyankopon shiru afa Abu amefa chance konkoma bank roller anything brankase e de ma ABOU United Nana Alexander ABOU nyame
Abu DIABY church obibia e flame dora shito di papa kasafri and crew Jude Bellam was a fuck you are fuck off fuck then your man a red card I am man I saw some ban on the bear 5 matches cry yeah basa 4 and found yeah quarter top or yeah channel mumbla Fakye Sports ni Abu DIABY ni Fakye Sports ni Abu DIABY ni Abu bicha woni wa busiafo nyina ni team say Nyankopon no mo ho ye ai endra ya no abo mo draw no na Barcelona shemu bo say ne ye be kwa akoforo top na enya duro say kiri adi so mo di caterpillar e be ye free o
yo champion Abu DIABY Abu your boy teacher contour inside Achime Penamai Miss Mehia show no pa me fi ni agro yeah shout out to you guys you are doing a great job
Yo, Fakye Sports. I am your some kase free and putting so benchra Central Region. Person modest can say about Chelsea team say the Ekusimi who the Elko. You see people gonna be felle. One can be found one what you can be found one.
Abu DIABY Abu DIABY mwasa babi modia de yeni mude da moye ma moye ni yenso me fa no se na no yeni asosu na game no de lefuru no so sisi yi my when de anyasi ya hwese game se we ni Madrid e besa to atana ya sa lead table no Abu DIABY Mrs. the team kase fi apam in Central Region. Abu DIABY one for papa Abu DIABY. In the meeting Liverpool so you show 2-1. See the one at the top Arsenal.
Fakye Sports ni name ani Fakye Sports ni no ana nyina yeti. So
Abu DIABY Abu amoduma mande mo ye papa mi twa nkomesangwa. Squad na no team. Papa. Me amina ketwa waras. Mkomu ni askorini. Abu agenda ni reverse score. Kokope hotel. Unyamenya juma. Bye bye.
Akwaba be made by Juma de Kessian so. Yera soul to Joma Yebo Modin Abo Jumana Mania Madida Din Palmons, you do not your messages in about Sedemecano, your own pinfo outdona or Fidioma, a large Baba Shai, or Fidiomana for your body or Bonidia, and the Ghana and the Yasia Fanina, do not anymore. But me now Fisiamba community and Sanama Banamene, or more 8 din common day. Union pulling in sense, I'm not one each year more, Sunya Magistrate Court. Paying for sign Coco transfer. Now, lawyer Safuduku around the Dando in Germany, the Macrobia Comasia Sant Crocraft, no, and semi course on Neno, on eating como. Now, and common inch more the man, Sena Panina de Dye.
The 3 accused persons. Now, the lawyer has filed a motion on notice. Now, with the second case, 6 persons have been charged in favor of A2 in the first case, that is the police. The second and first accused persons were denied bail formally, that is to file an application for bail, and 7 persons are now on bail. Now let me also state that the court has the driver either a document or whatever because in the grant of bail. So no matter what the law says, the court has the power to grant bail. What I was not happy was the fact that the Attorney General's office failed to oppose to the bail application filed by a lawyer for the police inspector. I think that they should have opposed to the motion, but they didn't do that.
Etiano ye command Uruaniche Mocrobia Comasia Santigoroka lawyer, a bomb or DNA to rest at any MC Quan Semno still. Egusu ye and I was in Kamako Namukudin Koba in Zochna and Opalame Ba Mirror Metimia Mount Mariana, Memma Briga for Aquaba, Nian Tuasumanze Abdul Hadi Mahmoud Ozio Chelsea and no yet the other Bayana once again watching live from Qatar, MON-FRI ABOU Fakye Ajibibia or Qatar. Haji Yadamase, ne support Amanabe Robert watching live from Bekum. And no man Azasco. Mijiri also near me did ye to me at the Marabwa, Manema Kuye pay to Meramabo, Aquabana, Bibiabo Code. I'm also as a no voice in a war from Kaka, and Rawi in an ama voice in a bar from Kaka.
Now you were Nibrim,
no credit,
and Nibrim, dear, was Nipana at the Virgin woman to say, yes, you'll be a one of the kind.
I will be Biazo could be a Ghana flag in a Zoboko.
There, way Ghana and Yenya.
Okay.
When ye Kotoko, when ye has, when ye as a Eddie said, the crown ye pay, the creno, Ghana and Kumaye, Ghana, a mammy, a assassin. It's Ghana and Kumaye, and no yepe. Yempe say yebe kasa umbakata so ebuaso there be.
Okay.
There be.
But it is all a ban of football be a chin that time the cranny and the cry is when you are queen to choir more baby bra pictures in Ibina. That's one more bossy a moons or no boni. And the Ghana bibia yakubia or coco could run and as meaning as a woody can't in a chasezo. Uniaba Quanim so no a dedicating and one embranding to be with the Adiama, Kotokona or Ramus, Yatres or Kona, or Quaka or Nabetian, so be our second man if you. Nimaseno, Uri can't take a chassis and send out if I.
Oh, fellow of Coyampa, if I say, or more mutie, in fact, Conya and Fandomasi. Na as that's on comma or Toko so, but for. And I mean, because I think we buy, maybe when you gem, the near pa and this year, and I took from. Minen Oli, Minen Kasai, from 3 days before Anthony Obeko, I got a born.
Okay.
And I'm a 10 or soon I mean, say, meeting formation, yeah, phones, yeah, same conformity, say, Pole Bawa. Umbabono, umbeni si, wakasetia, we say, Emma Mason me follow Pole, Emma Tranti FM so, TV station be so, a patch or says one Cassia, Omopan channel. Ghana point now, na ntumi mba ne say at least omudu baby ekobobo no kwampo ye so ohia papa no as a minister ohia no ebukotudwe pa no cho eni mpanifo no ebukotudwe pa cho ya e de ba asembie and the unya say oje me pa cho no unya the peace in the just need to mean because and yes football yentumi mu ne kore akwa na ye say ya ye krum ya ye nuanum entina ye Ghana yete sa potoyoa once apotoyoa ye jutu god Ghana kasa ba akope ene yina ka
okay
odiase don't mean ka say obekum obi ana don't mean ka say obeye ko na o me yekum obi wo me ye hye obi obabi ana oba besem mo etumi ka say onno okọ no mo hwe onno okọ no belo ko okoto ye otobo okoto ye osori na ti kan di nim ade
abara ko bebre minim ko bebi ayi intimidate money ada on Ghana ko bebi a face problem ya na unze as a nedia ma be djuma pa bara djuma na me ba no mama nu me ho say na me di mine na chiko ha
oh ena me ka say enya me bebre adjuma kwampo no enya bibia no benya ni ze
no kra
edebu wa wonije edebu wa esu mekai Angola Angola 2000 World Cup Africa Cup
yeah that's 2010
yes almost me na me kite to edro mi koko na me so ano edro dimi na me ye edora agwagwa for the day ye botim ye wiewia next we Angola for 3 days Angola for Sunday me omo me na me koda hospital koda hospital me dey manage I dey tell me mo say I did 3 days ever bobo no na me Japan so every day show no mo bie kwan kuku am so an hwini
kuku na so an hwini
adum achede
oh okay
adum achede said ye menua pole nyame ache na de at least o hwe from a year and 1 week kwampo no hwe kuku dam for ba ye as a young guy 43 years hwe o ware ye kwampo no as a 6 months and 8 months na yaka de hwe maza hwe oti awiase na oso be di bone oti awiase na oso odi oman be hye o msa ye maza onyene kura dim oye ade anya embra to me no
no kre
president oye ade anya embra to me me say asma me no okay me papa so 3 years me say minister nani abre passport minister nani abre
yeah
onto ne nan si asem no so me no wa minister and kwanka me money be MP no me money be never on this again na on this again this uncle for the team no and this and the bodyguard no me mam be me IDP me fwan so pa me pese asma make mo man cover ma me
be ko aso de o kan be ko
IDP me penance pa oye adwuma obo adwuma me bia be sibia no ubom no oye ade ba yes no say this case we when say ya cho ya mo be ya cho ya mo be ya cho bi man be ntina ma Ghana obi sori o say no way o chi me ko e be beli me o chi me ko en ko ba bia o chi me be full case me de me papa baako ye from tron no so sa obi ekọ di fie ekọ wo ne sekan ona bu JB
dan kwa ye
show en so sa ye hu hwe ndi o mai be na etimi na ye se bra me no mienu ni papa yi se ye to ne ye kan kra ne ye sori kwa ye nam ko betumi abo etu
hwe ni we besi
ya bi o tieni o because enne ye nua di aba ye ntumi anka ye de ye court ye ko ye bele wo mu ye ombabase ombese masa embra chese uchi obi kwampo Ode ye wo mbra bi wa yi o ti obi a ye bele ye man belo ye wo mbra bi wa ye ti obi a ajipi angase ni Mr. Ajipi se omo wa ti omo mu be na no san ti omo
eh owo za ko che owo za
on san ko ti omo ene na ebe me hu nkwan no mu ase
Hello, omo dika amo mu be no san ko che omo san
on san ko ti omo mbra on mbra court when ye nkwan no ye de atrene numa ene ebe hu nkwan na ma ewo because obi wa bi onim say me ya bele me nti aye free cake nti me pa me kwa me nche nkofo a
omoko yes ah
masa me de Aruna the minister and this minister so team
Aruna Idrusu
me boa
yeah Karela United Staff
and only team
any team no
onye minister
and
don't so to me fa and mention and say okay obi so di matem to say me so me share no ba bia me ma me nkofo abono. That one is not good.
Obomati, pesa baso, ansani ya PGM. A large baba shy. Alai na ibi aboko de.
Awu nyami adum, alhamdulillah.
And razu muze na mo tu anamo awona na ulidi for ya team na dia omo kwakoche ade ya bomba baso.
Idase.
Bomba baso.
Idase
pa. Bomba baso. Kanka kre na ma uze nesu newspapers ni bi aba.
Newspapers and where the foreigner inkwa local bi ani.
Local bi ani. But no am muze mutu anamo kwache ken no kakra na family brand newspapers.
Me dase. Say o say football di mu ni e kan ni pabom. Football kan ni pabom. Enye ntokwa. Broni si will learn sense for past mistakes. The SBA no se se fanya sesua efiri mu. Na ye me ya ne se poli wo ya Ghana ye team di sue nipa bi hu no hwe.
Yes. It's well mean and ra. Yeah.
Bi team ni sua bi ra ho. Dia bi before have consider bay. Abu consider bay. Life is precious.
Yes.
Ikwasi de nkwadi agro. Magazine ka prima wo de kusi wo Haruna obe straight ni kama. Busase nipa se se ka bowa etim straight mani
ya na ala emfa
iti ehunu say life is precious ma ye ni ehunu football ya kumobi papa ne ma ada ne misia ni nyanka enu nkurafo no sue ma me kura mere ho
a wo hwe ade na ala ja re ho pa
right wo hwe de ato yinu anama sande kotoko anya omo nko a o of late is over here pole ni nipa kotoko PR system no wo pagam
no crepa
move station to station no campaign for sante kotoko penifo se ka hu se penifo foto sa akoma buni die se unsim age mi nya akoda
no crepa
firimu no na hashiminum ebam
mo babishin here
iti nka 43 years there we say la begin at 40 I feel nko so ahye na brase all of a sudden we dey see iti pole no oboda wuru makotoko yanka kotoko bohuma okoridu station mumbra wo munyese na woni ho
areho
na duwa wo se ewu asem kokoba mu a ebe ya kwada bi de say wo so de na ho dura piaro
da omba kra omba
besa sere clubs nketwa no kotoko has abo so na ngoma so abu se meme ba okuromu a intimidation no o gate ano no ya akasefo no so se nkuma so ba sa intimidation so yenyi mfirim kotoko ba okurom has ba okurom ba bia karela ba ka woni karela wo baji be 20 cedis no kotoko ba 50 or 60 cedis
no cre
ba bia wo ji be 30 cedis no kotoko ba ana has ba 100 cedis
no cre
wo dem ho baji sika wo so sa kumi be yi
da bia enye ala enye
smaller teams no sa kotoko ba me kasa kotoko me ye obone me kasa has me ye obone but yingina no ye ntina se asomdwi mu sisi Ghana so kana se kwa na ekofom sense mu ni bomo sa na beye ngoda ka sisi yi se mete so ame e bo nwumre no so ne ese ho ahwa mas yi ma cha ngofo basa bo nkwankwa yi TV huma
kono mo to mo nyina ebusi yi
kotoko ni has ye bobo omo mada
no kra ala
cause of the ekoso nti
no kra
okutia no 2 seasons and 5 series
to wa he
Barcelona boy omkro ho asemo ha
alive am room a newspaper no
nti misre afeso has phone penny for so mebo ma Barcelona eno go Kumasi nko awo Ashanti region
Ashanti region kwa
okay ti we ni say da be pool aye no say on my board nete has management NCC tina support on be support Ashanti region na say has team ni nyina ayo to go after the board members no omu yo masutira nyame pa ebesi form
na 6 match no ma be
6 matches so be boa
alive for me for these people ni mu kakra na me hwe say go for afro pa ma uzo mo the messages ba so mo twen headlines
headline no didi kan la proca Cote d'Ivoire Bruno fen ajame ho ne mo
ajame okay
didi kan no was Manchester de la UK attention la mort autrement fédération amomoye toi la paix c'est un coup là-bas o ti ase
ah me tell you don't check ase
o people na busa say Manchester United and e wasamaya na say Amori na e wasamaya
alai people ni busa say Manchester United e wasamaya na Amori na e wasamaya
amana say Amori ni e wasamaya
oh okay
wasamaya no ti ase
me ti ase
Manchester na say Amori ni na asa
ti no le e wasamaya no alai
o ka kwa ase wa say afibi sign
ala wa lo edi o
sawo
alo edi inga no edi afidi say apa
na be position omu dey
enye kra enye
papa mama nko new people bi aba ama open so na ba
sa
fene la makara
ye fene say
la makara
ala o say fene say
la makara
we dem say di kan meeting e meeting one say
tiram say ama open so fe di wa 12 film
oh okay
voici suffocation moto la paix moi en paix pourquoi qu'est-ce qu'il y a là mon vieux Olivier Obridier de Manchester. People na wakabira hosem.
Sa.
La makara wase. Etini akosun sorry. The Manchester fees wo mu bia omo a. Omo ko pa arabu rabi nko no.
Hoso na be kwa asoro
omo ko hwe shebiri.
Omo ko shebiri mo.
Na bo a omo.
Alright.
Papa, people na dia banya me.
We dey be say je wa.
Salajela ma
Asama fu
we adema ho amemfa ho debiri twato abri
ye kwala
pipa hene no wose Barcelona sakolaba obridier apolotu apolvoir volation obricasoir senne pipa no kire se Barcelona sorokoda o ka ba so si apu wan de be mama
ala baba shay
samaza
o se bi parece le de soro koda ala ka ba so se de
o ka ba so si apu wan de be mama ko ma ko da so
ala baba shay
ala jila ma
azamofu ala baba shay la obtaining kind of was in the go for the messages be about Antonio Foidada, boss player, just arrived at home. But your show is fantastic. Keep it up. Dada, yeah, my mentor Kawai. My mentor Kawai is on sorry, it's inside Brekum. I was here, good afternoon. This is my first time enjoying your days at Fakye TV. I like your show a lot. This has been a very long time. I saw Baba Shai, La Procan. Episode Aba. Oboy na yes na Black Stars he afko ya nkobio na Black Stars he kan wan sem kakra de baby a woni omo oflate nye yi kra o
Black Stars de minum ye ndebe tumi ayi ni ye
oh okay
na Black Stars nya Ghana nya me nko a endra me edu baby am tumi kaza me do Ghana cheme mam no
oh okay
because ye wo mo Ghana got card na me kita me du kwanya Ghana passport na me tu eko. And it's a Ghana, your call, 9 cases, and Yanko year. Me, a do baby come woman, Jolly, Medida.
Wow,
because I see me, Johnny coming
indeed on a crumple.
Well, by still now, I've here qualified for the World Cup. And I see, and right now they went to so, and they record them. This year, I'm Colano under 20. And pay even ye to me as a supporter. The back of Bomo Cote d'Ivoire.
Okay.
I'm a go support to yeah. And me Sunday if they were so share holy mammy and then the year and then the back. Someone shedding. And the abbey a year in your Munqua a Ghana mine and a Samatoy. And you know, media message omo pese maza eduma bia chibi mu maza meso omo pom me enko enzma aya omo me entopa no omo me entopa no enim omudi ya entopa no no mo ncho no mo vanche pan no mo njantum 3 days na twa de nipa ba hu sei
obara za asem na awura opa
maza entu wada edi bi say ebubeti say obo ni o obo na asemato obo na ewu obo na say maza baka dey say
areho be happy
o mame angasa yale pole na to pole last obeko no na 2 days time na kajem say ja me kobo ne kwambuba ma me ne ne metro drama to so wakache na me say okoba obetro drama ti ma me ne twan ne ba amana obetro drama no wangasa o twan ne ba amana kowu ti me say IGP extra chief of staff extra impenufo omtum do ma no kabi eyeye say yes so mala omo beli omo nyina no mo sanchi omo ntum
ngezi omo beli omo no mo nchi omo
yes court because they beli omo mentiase
okay
America and yem mentiase what obi ekumobi oya enam no so like omo kan bi na yekum omo na wo jeli wo beli say me beli and you're right yeni de kotoko supporters ni baso yeni di kotoko echi yeni tumi ka se pede ensese se yebehye memi dokotoko jenye se bia oye kotoko ni na atunu ntina meba eye ni kwampo ameko
yeah
tu obi a meko because oye nipa na menu ya san fa se da so ma ye supporters union national supporters union
yeah
one man supporter eba ngwache endo am say so ye ado ebi so ewo no ma obi enwe ye kan yen sakakra ye nkofo no bi so fi Kumasi akra Kumasi ebe kan bomma ye so ye de nsuo ekoma omo ekokwache omo say do eyentama as Ghana supporters ni na ebe ka bom ni aba je omo ye na yende before say be ye on the 6th media nani pa wo kumpole ndi huno
abo mate me ba na ya rapia na ya pj mo but kramo minim o videos ni bi o anka my na me fa me callers into so I'm Barnabas from Brekum. Good afternoon, good work for Chespol, but the video man should mate ombe na omedi hunjuma kama pa etimi edi amounti okay ebi ni hodia me na me kenkan ba community bi na me mrama me fa me callers no ba obetimi abomodin na wa frɛ no wa ba dwumadie no so na onso wa ba be che wadwen e be videos ni twegu ni ye yenu anana pole nra ene bomodin an 1 week no etimi ekoko ye ampinfo a confirmation on the 6th March na ye bomodin jana kwan krakra enti onso o akwenya so obeba na wa ba betechi na abo amane makwe na me ze na alaje ka no niama na ekoso Ghana ni nyina no yinsu ahwe mfamfimo enra so Elmina asa akwa bo refi ame no ho nkomo no kregusu edi to betimi afena ro adwen cha ba 0206 334747 0206 334747 0206 334747 na 0206 334646 0206 334646 now so afre na oro adwen chera banankoma yedi no jonso o ka fa ho no wa baba be ka me ba cho na di ka udian ni baby a ofrefi
Frank Fifi Kumasi Tafo.
Frank, me too.
I would really just hope I will watch it. But I'm not saying that the mother of the kind of Fakye TV. They must have taken me a woman count when we put them. Fully way, they are from Ghana. Now, if I think fully wish to Saturday to say back. Fully would we be a what can more put we be a wooden. I said the panel, not a good one. Can you chew, young two, because no matter how so is what the nothing to try. And no matter good for me, if you finish up the wood by style, that's no. Can you chew, young two, who can you put in their crab back, Baba me? Because you didn't hear you. You will know actually party. I see a franco. I mean, come on. Bye.
Mate, on Zuni Yamentra, men for Frau, dear baby Alfrefi. Babajo, dear baby Alfrefi. So offer now a lower TV set now.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, Udini baby Alfrefi.
Yes, sir. 70 power plants, but I'm because I come on down.
Babajo came on down boko there.
But I'm not to be able to.
Me too, Minia.
But on the card, or work and come inquiry before we see only media 6th of March, then give him Panan Kenya, the far. Because then you're fully new one abandoned yet. Even I guess, and then toss him also. I was I keep in it and do my friend here. And if my mom is doing, I'm sad to come back until taking him to the time after the work and it's not.
Mate, but I say, non so or the band. Babajo, Dini baby Alfrefi.
Make a selfie a doko at Ablukuma Sakina.
Babacho, Ablukuma Boko there.
Boko.
Me too, Minia.
Yeah, Mr. Obuatno Kadianiti. A cotopan for the pa, to Buru Bankunsu, any Pokunu, any because in following me, my message 3 times, me Kotoko support up cases upon time, and I'm the Kotoko supported to Papa, meaning make Kotoko Makoma, and to come about the Chilipano, who mean in Alpha Farms, me and Chilipano. Listen, if I could now, yes, I think the question elimina. Now, before Martin Apollo, come to see, Omon also said, don't say, come as in your call. Send the call now, and say any day. Send the panel, so end the so now say, you say, I'm not going to be some year. And son of mine, the mimic called Mark, any Diana. Small baby, Jim got a mail for Papa. And I'm yet. Because who back, come at any bonnet, or back cry any bonnet. Because a general support the baby. I can't help myself. You know, show my mom. The same for the moon, no one can watch him. That was him.
Mesomedasi, Mina, Lady also the Udi any baby Alfrefi. Babajo, Udi baby Alfrefi.
Hello.
Yes, Audini baby Alfrefi. Lower TV set na team or why? Ofra no lower now team. Babajo, what's the rose?
Maxwell, the cafe swami.
Maso me too.
We are share who. Send me papa say or quack shebo or yell bonnet. Many partners who any cancel the and cow on a second say. We are said you young Fanco baby out. Until time when we are not so near origin and conference and Yanana and P. Ebebo. Now, means it's on the Bishan and the rate me, you're a rep, Mamma. I shall make sure quite a semi crowd.
Mate,
fine guy say.
Maso.
TV so cry the mahun ni pet by answer some way
Maso Mate, shedding, and 7 hours. Udini baby Alfrefi.
Hello.
Yeah, my honest Kakrama, Udini baby Alfrefi.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Mebajo Udini baby Alfrefi. Mebajo meet you.
Yeah. Only one did now. Said my now to one chance, so she cast every settlement to Bruno Franco, made a cavalry or Montana Comunque. Because then I might see a funny media. Are you be a pa, a real
Mate, Medasen also the other by
Udini be a point out to buy some time. How much should we need to back? Also, when you're only brand. The one on my confirmed spoke from almost the one of the country, much idea. It is not conversation there, you know, actually, that's why.
Mate, Medasi, my main Fafra. Pajo, Udini baby Alfrefi.
Hello.
Yeah, my honest Kakramami, Udini baby Alfrefi.
Me passion there, me capacity breaking.
Brekumbo call there.
Oh, I'm not been breaking.
Meet you.
Not pulling the most of financial gain, maybe a new boy, idea is so funny and so cry. And he just say, I keep in for Nipper BRR, and Saturday nuclear. A simple social made in a family account. Now, in Seattle, they say you found your little football forever. You put football in Seattle, crying a big with you.
Mate, Medasen also the outer bear. Me Pacho, Udini baby Alfrefi. Hello. Hello. Low TV set na team. Udini baby Alfrefi.
Pacho, yes, me, Yasafu, Kazasu, and Ponte.
Yeah, me Pacho meet you.
Abu Wadaruma, a choir, Omodi Pula for some maybe a Wadaruma, na Bibian Treasure, and near Pinona, Ikuno. Bibian Treasure near Pinitimona in Swatraman, Bibian Treasure near Ikuno. Omuntin to no Munasa in a coach. For one, she can't get a Treasure Pan and my Ikun, which Omonche Papan. Omonche Papan, Nefuado or Bones or Canos. No man paying for non for your friends, you do no cock in the mouth. No Muku Mumina, one of a dear Yachia, or Mekan Yeti, Omonche Papan, a Bunda.
Mate, Medas and also dear. Udi any baby Alfrefi. Hello, yeah, low out TV on a team. I'll do baby Alfrefi. New Abrim. So, how about call there? Me too.
Because Unipa, oh, you can say now, what see. But the being we take a car, as I can say, in front of war partners, come run no call off. Somebody putting on some children. I saw two one you, but the time is taking me by and not sure about the because they need to be on Saturday on my side. That is also the end of the game. We shall find the say the was an almost on the Louisiana. There was on the corner on BBC. On the front of your material because
Mate, but I said also the alibi. Would dear any baby Alfrefi?
Fair. Okay, because I see a simple.
Also, me too.
I don't pay for you and your crowd. Ubia will be sick. Moon to me more and the Paco picture from you. Let me put another way I found. Only been found my you, not in there, you have more room. I say, yes, I was yesterday waiting to think to be a beauty.
Mate, Medas, said on so the Abai. Me Pacho, dear any baby Alfrefi.
But I don't know question. We can free you. That's right.
I was in meet you.
Minia, I will hope. I reckon Minia said you just see one with you. Na Minia Ben is so bounty. No one second. You like a message by name and now 2 4. Send Minia can write for my letter. Eh, Bopanya Shabon, yes, you will send her. We move to Panoko, Namuku, where's the good? Ghana, I am not careful. Maybe Bonnie and Apacho. Jelly, Papa. Well, could be not as soon as I'm going to come on a ravel.
Mate, among Uncle say, in a share hunting, you are the Nara who ye pa. Would dear any baby Alfrefi?
Hello, good evening.
Yes, a Bajo Gazavi.
Edward was a car.
Edward, in crime or call there.
Boko, and I'm going
yes, we are we meet you.
I don't know if to go company for him. Can we show me think and Capole Mano? To go Mungo, at least Scott Academy and get that to me and work on the economic.
Mate, yet I said on so I drink chair on so ultimate by. But Pacho, dear any baby Alfrefi. Ultimate count, dear any baby Alfrefi.
If I show be, so you are thankful.
Also, guys, I've been saying. Say we are siren so boko there.
I mean, I don't boko.
Abu, meet you.
Abu, you don't have to be demanded my mind. Now, you make an say, you are just way home. You are a woman. Now, you have a life of Fakye TV. Come on, you have the man who told the man to set them up coming soon. Come on.
Mate, Kafra.
The Emilian can see and say, Papa, you have one selection. And they are Uncle Bush for no. Come on. One of your Papa's selection, so can be. That is the thing. I'm winning a million.
Yes, so yet I said no the answer by Udiani baby Alfrefi.
I have family 18 Pacific the Mining Group.
About your meet you.
I will hope, but when I come against you, I was a Ghana League, you know. To see a youth Nankasacrano, or Shadi Paruba and a little league, you know.
What I say. You know, if I'm to turn a magina, a daily in a Sunacono. And I'm saying now, baby, I should say, mobile my update effort.
Ante da bi area update ni ba me fa mi nu na ye rap ya na enko me ba jo die ni baby amfrefi oh jina ye ma me to oze ya broze
the family kwame kato ko fo ya bitu
kwame meet you
da e ba jo senior Ghana football omo ye no sisi no enye senior e fa me ye no because we share 52,000 up to this Ghana football asekra. What I say? And to me, Papa now would be something or say, assume I say. Mate,
me so me das me fa di chat on I chat to Dini baby Alfrefi.
Hello, me ka say free brekum. E dey be me chia what you phone na. Ba yen ze ni say, da bia aye complain na only the coup na nya de na yen bi sa say yes me re ka kan da what you for no say omunya kwanya de tano mo kan sin bia. Yeah, Muncho Mosofo, I will moon that I will put Polly over Casse. Has been a man now news. If you can't say we now, they shall some bones and again and shut the video. It's here Muncho Mosofo, what you for Munya conduct and a home of Cassano. And single more car, or means to say, a dear you feel you are so busy. Dear Monte Sanamasna, and single more car, Muncho Mofo or Monfin or Mocassin. You call me to say, pull us and not kind. And then you'll be would you say, you should meet my country one.
Auntie, me da se pay ye fan pem. Alach, ye call the chat on ye call.
Me da se. The police workers asim we esekum.
Dabi.
Se pole obi na no kasa asim we ya. Boniface ni wi ase.
Boniface Alach.
Yes kan wo.
Maybe wa patch.
Asa de enye. Omo mi twa haban ngu so.
Enye.
Adia suatre nipa okumu no me kasa suatre man. Nipa na okumu pole no masa wa anya de. So what television so for aka bibi mpo amasa enye sikanwo
dabi enye
so wa won sika ne mama ne sabaka ne biyo ne ire sabaka ne biyo ade ye condemn nua ye seletim sinketwa no me se kotoko ba obre osika ha se ba obre osika stima obre osika ne jojo no ye tata no ye krokro no de nipa hunu no because kotoko ba kuruma ba bi agi 10 cities no ubeji 50
yeah.
Maybe about 50, or 150. Yeah. What most you cannot say that. And
I will back community of a chill.
Papa, branch in wood, I'm a come say, I come say, but you are so being correct to Mwaja, the background was an and Bocachevias.
Mate. Abo, Yako.
Oh, there. Guy no Cassam be a mammy papa. I can't. There is no mammy quality fee. Now, Kasa no kwano edu baby a mistake to ebem e ma papa on papa jo na o ma me che no kre woli o papa na che o nyankopon ataso eye a next time ba mu de mu nyi baby a opa cho no eni mpelifo mu sipi ke mo pa cho enyina o it is obi apa cho na nyu che se kokono o di azie eye ni de enam di kanka se me my ready. So omuyo madu obi opese me obi opese poli me die nyanya mi o but 2 weeks before 2 weeks no e pese obi ni mi dinchi no me ento pan no nko e pese nko suya ene snap 6
abote
debi oh jade say un e pese kan say amosma em fele so beta wu kroso a ozo mfele so bonus to am na wu
yeah no cre ba nya abote
debi ene na be ma e be say ye kokrom be ba no
wodi eno no o ba abote
o debi me dey me say me dey wa we ready me dey me number betu dwa me betu dwa say tonkosua crate white mi no topano ye dey ye nim du ekun no topano ye mbum mi no ni enhwe ade keke ni ba snap no ko ye di gunsu en anhwe wanhwe ko ndu 1 week man say bibi wo ye ni bibi
abote
debi abote
na Robert amati de all can but on the fa bibi ni nsem na ebobo ba se ya ya na oye den awunya nipa ne back but at least your fan baby or a year fan baby or any crap.
You don't need to back and no. Yen German
Dabi, yen German and car. I don't know one before the
Brony Susan I can say appellation, no campaign. And Calibalibo, Joe Sambod. Into the what do you want? Yes, I'm channel. Yes, I'm going to cook.
Jam is a lonely your comment, which I say, Alaj. We are cheers and cuckoo problem.
Oh, now then, and they win. I just
now a branch as Mobacan, the last call as Mobacan. As a again, if I was some Muslim crop, Nabutre wasn't for the Betrasia. You can say this. Massa, what she's a cast of Rukumani. It has more kind of ambitions to crown. It is a wafuma, who be from Kuma, from Ja. As I said, we call one a ticket.
Daviala, about community of a channel and Koyama.
Michia Ghana for it is Omushe. Yaba, yes, Omuche, Numasem, Pole, Ewu now, almost a fray can be a chair, Yadomasi. Michia Accra for you now. I'm a slow. Wasem become back could be just 2 minutes. Appear stadium. I am a down for pa. Or ye madam for pa, meaning called Germany, or ye madam for. And dra, ye didn't come more, stadium, and baby. And now, young call for boys in Bisu tour. And I'm so appear to the Mamuska, with the eyes of moving me. As I can know. And man or Motuano, afraid appear stadium. I catch and say, me dinner time. Me 5 videos so. Catch up here, so say, send him in it, or me and sir.
Oh, okay.
Meaning, yes, me patch out because Minimanu Ekrentino, the Kwana, because me panicho say, and possess my or see my Cassetiano on Fanchemi. But me, come with the Minister Cassetiano.
Matiobo, Mate. And if there be you, you're a Tienka. A special birthday in Quen from Nyan Saba, Kwisi Edu Yabwa. USA and a special bed in Quen Farmer, Nani Nabe Pimpa, Nadia Doakuma to be a brown farm. And I say, oh, skills we know star, we need the annuidion. So Yansaba, Udino Honamse, Yamisha ye papa, and he a damo, the Opibian Roman, Yamma, patent your man, Hodin, a Hodin, sign this caba, maybe be added the Yetmira, Yamapa miracle, or Chayamanopa, Yababa, now 7 to 88 made a fache. Morning sports in a remedy. Medini Abu Dhabi, Ote Ricardo County, Lutanka, Ote the Maestro Nka, Habib Mohamed, Ibn Nas, Gilbert, Yima, Nafi, Seta Mwakon, Mefi, Omoteche, Programs Manager Waha, Ne Oboy and Tutie, and Afi Helda, Nidino no, was the last time I'm going to do an element to car, or when you know which or more Ebojuma, Kama Pedema, or Walton and Kana Large, Babache, Edamapim, or Cha Yambo Essential.